that I plan to eventually make the label that changes the world, because fuck the music industry, that shit whack, and they treat artists like shit. It started because I was a signed guitarist, and I was out on tour, and that shit was whack. They were telling me what I had to wear. They wasn't paying me what the contract said they was gonna be paying me, and it was just some dumb shit. I hated playing other people's music. I hated being told that I had to wear these dumbass like pump shoes. Like I was told what kind of guitar I had to play. They like chose my rig and everything. That shit sucked. You feel like a fucking slave, and you can't artistically and creatively do what you need to do when you have this, hierarchy over you, just being like, nah, you can't do that because it don't fit. You can't do that because you can't be you because we don't like you. And we just gonna take your skills and everything that you can do and then morph you to what we want you to be. And I wasn't about that, because nobody should be. Like, we're all just astral beings here trying to do what we feel we're meant to do. And I love doing music, but I hate doing that shit for other people. So I decided I was gonna leave, actually broke my contract. So for 2 years I had to sit there and wait to release music. I couldn't do shit because they were like, if you release it, we're taking it. It's all ours. You wanna leave? Fuck you. Taking your shit. So in that time span, I sat and created what Altruistic Vision is now. I handpicked specific artists that I knew that I fucked with, that I thought would be able to come together and build. And like, a lot of people have come and go, but we still have our core members, which is really cool. Like, Carissa was the first person that I actually reached out to in terms of it, and she's still here, like my day one. So that shit was cool. I was high as shit one day, and it was like, yo, what would be cool? Like, I was, as myself, Altruistic Vision, like that was my rap name. And then I was like, I need to build a whole entire team to change the world, because nobody ever needs to go through what I had to go through. Because like, I was a black kid in Long Island. Y'all can imagine how that went when you living in the Hamptons. This is not like as cool as it sounds. Yeah, the parties are dope as shit, but everybody racist as fuck. So they look at you and they're like, oh, look at the little black kid from the hood. This is so cool. Yay. I'm like, fuck y'all. Like, I'm more talented than every motherfucker in here. And y'all looking down on me. Like, you just paid me $500 to come to your party that was 10 people and play 4 songs on an acoustic guitar. Who's really the idiot? Not me. But, so, TJ, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be like talking about, because you just put a microphone in my hand and I just sit there and talk and talk and talk. And when it comes to Altruistic Vision, like, I can just keep going and fucking going, because my dream and my plan is to have studios all throughout the world and have an international label where artists can join, keep their masters, keep their royalties, keep their music, and have full creative ability to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Because nobody should profit off your music other than yourself and the people who helped you make it. You shouldn't be splitting shit with anybody that's not a producer, somebody that helped you write the song, somebody that made the beat, or somebody that, recorded and mixed that shit. If they're not in the core process of your creativity, they should not have a hand in what the fuck you're doing. And it's completely unfair. And seeing it firsthand, how they really treat people out there, once you not get up there, but once you're out there, you realize how shitty everybody is, because they just want to make money off of you. The music industry is a pimp, and you just say bitch. That's all it is. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about how you feel. They don't give a fuck about what you want to do. They want you to make them their money, and then go the fuck home and go make their money again the next day. And when you don't make their money, then hellfire comes and you got a black eye, theoretically, because I dare somebody in that fucking band to fight me. There was a bunch of old ass motherfuckers, man. I was 22 playing with a bunch of 45 to 57-year-olds who were trying to relive their glory days of the cool bands that they were in back in the fucking 80s. And that shit was corny. You see 45-year-olds be like, oh man, I remember back in the day when I was backstage with Jimmy Page and we were smoking weed. And I'm like, yeah, well, now you're in Long Island with me. That ain't shit, bro. That shit's cool, but it's a whole different world when you can own your shit. Because all of those people who I was with, all of them lost their shit. Like the lead singer of the band that I was with lost his house because he spent all his fucking advance. So now he lives with his fiance, who's just like, shit goes crazy in the music world because they'll sit there and be like, all right, here's $2,000. You gotta pay that $2,000 back. But they don't tell you that. That's all an advance is just a fucking loan. And then you fucked once you spend all that shit and your album only sells 30 copies. How you gonna make that 200,000 back? Shows. Alright, you do shows, then they're gonna take that from your show money. So then you gotta sell merchandise. Alright, you do shows, you do merchandise, all the shit to make you money, they're gonna take it off if you don't own your shit. So that's basically the whole entire thing behind altruistic vision is I just want to tell everybody in the world to own your shit. And that's all I gotta say.